Okay, here I'm back. I'm on the same day. I'm on the 19th of April 2019. I have, I always have a lot in my mind or in my head to tell you because, I am not totally, I don't really agree about what Mr. Trudeau is doing to our country. He's totally destroying, or he tries very hard to destroy our country because he knows that most of us are all fair, all honest. But the thing is, Mr. Trudeau is not honest. Mr. Pierre Trudeau was not honest. All the prime minister after him were not honest. They were just crook. They were just corrupt. Simple as that. Okay, I tell you the right word, the way I see it right now. I'm assuming that if Mr. Scheer take the power in October this year, we can be sure that all veterans, we are going to be forgotten like Mr. Harper did. Because while Mr. Harper was there, all the ministers we had as a veteran in Veterans Affairs of Canada, they were all bad, Even the Minister of National Defense, they were all bad under Mr. Harper. And they are still bad under Mr. Trudeau. And they will be still bad under Mr. Scheer. Because if he is using the same guy, Mr. Kenney got elected in Alberta right now. He is a conservative. So what do you think is going to happen? Okay, what do you really think is going to happen? Conservative. Mr. Doug Ford, I think he's a conservative in Ontario. Mr. Kenney, he's a conservative in Alberta. So if Mr. Scheer gets in, he will be a conservative as a prime minister in Canada. Everything's going to be conservative. So we will not have a word to say. Veteran, I'm with you big time. But the thing is, I know the government is all crook against us because he's doing so bad thing about us. They keep borrowing money from our own budget and they do not return the money they're taking from us. Okay, so all the money that there are in Veterans Affairs of Canada belong to us veterans. They should be able to give us all that money because we are the owner of that fucking money. Not Mr. Trudeau and not the Minister of National Defense and not the Minister of Veterans Affairs of Canada. We own that money and they should give us that fucking money, okay? I'm very sorry to say that, but this is the way it is right now. It is very poor. If you look at it, it looks poor, When they don't react the way they're supposed to, I'm not there for them. No one of us is there for them, okay? We have to stand all together in order to tell the prime minister or any ministers that we're all here, veterans. Veterans will all stick together. We make that's what make the force out of us because we are pretty strong here in the Veterans of Canada because we are more strong than American veteran because American veteran they're getting a real hard time with President Trump, or any president that was in the USA at that time. But I mean, the veteran in the USA are having big time, same as us here. We have veteran homeless here in Canada, We have veteran homeless, and you see Mr. Trudeau, he's the Prime Minister of Canada. He doesn't think of the veteran homeless. He rather send the money elsewhere where there are Muslims, so they get our money and they're laughing big time of us. Just look at what happened here in Quebec. Mr. Legault, the Prime Minister of Quebec, is trying to make a law for the laicity, but the thing is, all the fucking Muslim women are all against it. Same thing for all the people that are wearing turban, they're all against it. And now we have the English people that they're all against it as well, So we're being stuck big time here in Quebec. I'm just hoping that you won't get that problem in your province, Myself, just seeing that the English are against us, I find it normal because, English people here are the minority of Quebec, okay? They're minor here, so they're possibly above 1 million English people here in Quebec, but most of them are students. They're studying at the English University, which is right because they're going to get good trade to perform they might also be leaving the Quebec to go in any other province because they know they will be better paid in other province than Quebec here. Okay, it is normal. I am with that all the time myself. You know, I consider that big time. Okay, as I explained to you in my previous videos, I have nothing against English people because I spent all my career with English people, so I have good end from them. You know, I have learned English from them. You know. I owe them a lot, okay? I owe them a lot. But the thing is, I forgot all about my friends I had in the army because, you know, with the illness that I have so far, you know, I forgot everything of my life. I can't remember nothing from when I was young. I can't remember nothing when I went to school, you know, but I can remember from when I started in the army, but it was a long time ago, okay? So, but I cannot remember everything though, okay? I'm remembering small things that I like, and I'm remembering things that I hate, okay? So it's up to me to talk about that, okay? But I won't. Right now, I don't want to make any fucking shit about the Canadian Forces, but you know, myself, I can't talk against the army because, you know, for what the military police did to me, I will always say that. I will never forget about it. You know, it's in my head right now, and it won't come out of my head. But if the federal takes their own responsibility, they give me what I want, I will possibly able to take a little part out of my head, so I will be okay. So I will not be talking against D&D anymore. Okay, I will just sit. I will just stand alone here. I will stay put. You know, and they won't hear fuck all about me after that. You know. I will if they send me what I want from them. Well, I have already sent a final notice to the to D&D, but I've never got any reply from them. You know, probably they throw that in the garbage, or apparently I had 3 years after that to go to court and follow or sue the D&D and use the final notice that I had sent to them because I have 3 years to apply that. You know. But, you know, I met a few lawyers about my case, okay? They told me that I would need to sue the D&D, but the thing is, I don't have the money for it because we all know the lawyers are all fucking stealers. They like to take money out of us, you know, to leave because, you know, they're making big or huge salary. I'm talking about lawyers here. They have a huge salaries, so that's why they're stealing from us. Okay, they're stealing all of our money. I have the proof of it. I can prove it. What I'm telling you right now, because you know, I went to criminal court. I had to use a lawyer, which I was paying GST on that. You know, but shit, paying GST on lawyer fees. It's not. You know, I don't think it's legal. But I had to do it to make our government go well. But the thing is, it's a tax from Mr. Trudeau, it's a tax from Mr. Bill Morneau, it's a tax from the federal government, so we have to follow it. Every province maybe have tax, like we have tax here in Quebec, that we have to follow. But the thing is, I want to talk a little bit about my military pension, okay? My military pension, same as yours, should not be taxed, and you know why? Because when we were paying our pension for the future, we were paying tax already on it. Now we're getting the same fucking pension, which is taxed again. Just like it's being taxed twice, okay? So it's no good. And the federal government will never take notice of it. They will never react on what I'm saying right now because they know they will be losing money and they don't want to lose money because all the money go to the fucking Muslim, the Egypt Muslim, okay? The money go to them. I'm not a fool, you know. I'm a right man. I take the time to tell it to you, but you have to consider that what Mr. Trudeau is doing is very bad for our country, our nation, because, you know, we will never see the end of it. Mr. Trudeau is sending us in big time in the very deep hole, and do you think we'll be able to get out of that hole? No, we will never be able to get out of that hole, and our grandchild will be stuck with it. So I thank you so much for regarding me again, and I will be back soon.